Hello, beautiful person. Welcome to the Man Cave. I'm Rob, and this is Quilting in the Man Cave. Today I'm just going to spill a little tea on things that's been happening here in the Man Cave and in the United States in general. Most everybody, either in the United States and actually some places around the world, have heard that we recently were hit by Hurricane Helene. I'll get it right. This hurricane did billions of dollars worth of damage, not only in Florida, but through the Carolinas and into many areas of the eastern United States. It's so sad to see what has transpired here because of this storm. Now, the Man Cave here is in Florida, and I am on the West Coast. We had an indirect hit. The actual eye of the storm did not pass over my area here, but we did have significant damage from wind, hurricane strength wind, tropical force strength winds. The Man Cave here did sustain some damage. Thankfully, my insurance company is coming out here a week from Tuesday to assess the damage, and hopefully I'll get things repaired. But in the meantime, we have another storm, yes, another storm that is brewing in the southern Gulf of Mexico that is scheduled, or they're thinking that it will intensify to a Category 2 hurricane, and it will make a direct hit on the west coast of Florida, and some are predicting it will be the Tampa area, which is where I'm located. So I'm not sure how much I will be on YouTube during the next week or so. The storm is predicted to hit Wednesday morning, this coming Wednesday, so that's basically like 2.5–3 days away. So I'm going to have to go through all the hurricane prep once again, collecting the yard furniture and stashing it away, and just trying to make sure that things are safe so they don't become flying objects that could do damage to not only my rig or somebody else's rig that's nearby. It's really sad, and I know that there are so many people that are in worse shape than I am. My home here, my rig, my RV is livable. I mean, yes, I have damage. I estimate the damage to be about $8,000. We'll see what the insurance company says when they come out. And I know people that have lost their lives, they've lost their homes, they lost everything they own, and my heart goes out to them. And we don't need another storm coming through here in just a few days. One of the things that really, really upsets me is, if you have followed my videos for any length of time, you know that I had a butterfly garden. Well, it's not around anymore. This last hurricane really did a number on it, and I feel so bad because the butterflies keep coming to my area here looking for plants that they can take nectar from, and it just breaks my heart when I see them flying around looking for something and it's not there anymore. At this time of the year, I am not going to try to replant anything. If anything survives, that's great, but I'm not going to try to repopulate my butterfly garden at this point. And like I said, I know so many people that have lost everything that they've had or owned. They lost their homes, they lost loved ones. Here in the park where I live, we had one gentleman that moved in well, at this point, 5 weeks ago, with a brand new RV. He moved here from California, not knowing how to deal with a potential hurricane or tropical storm. He stayed in his rig, even though we were ordered to leave our rigs. The police came the morning of the storm and told us that we had to leave. He did not leave, and a tree snapped, went through his roof, part of his roof, down the side of his RV, on the side that his exit door is on, and he couldn't leave his RV. They had to get somebody to cut the tree out so this poor gentleman could leave, or could exit his RV. Now, the boys and I, we did evacuate because we had the police knocking on our door the morning of the storm saying that we had to evacuate. Now, it really was a mandatory evacuation for people who live in modular homes, RVs, mobile homes, or areas that flood. Now, thankfully, I am not in a flood zone. The damage that I incurred was from wind. My awning is gone. Even though I had it rolled in, my shed is gone. But that's not important at this point. I am alive, my boys are alive, and that's all that matters. And again, I'm so sorry to all those people that lost everything. A gentleman that lives next to me here, he has been working in aiding rescue and cleanup in St. Petersburg and Clearwater area, and he was telling me that just a few days ago they found a home that had flooded because it was right by the ocean or the Gulf, and they found a couple of dead babies inside that had floaties put around their arms to keep them up above water. But heck, when the water gets so high, you can't go anywhere but to the ceiling, and these poor babies died because of drowning. So anybody that's instructed to leave, I urge them to leave, find a place. The boys and I went to a good friend and a former boss that I worked for invited us to come and stay, and we were gone. We left Wednesday late afternoon. We got back Friday late afternoon, and we are safe, so that's a good thing. I'm thankful. Thank you, Jesus, for saving us and keeping my home as safe as you did. It is livable. We did sustain some water damage, not much. Apparently my air conditioning rig on the roof was dislodged a little bit from the wind, and we took on a little bit of water that came in from where the air conditioner sits. I'm certainly not looking forward to the next couple of days because they are forecasting anywhere from 8 to 12 inches of rain for the Tampa Bay area. So I'm not sure this time if I would actually evacuate, because I would really need to stay home to try to keep the RV from flooding. I don't know. It just depends. If the police come knocking on our door advising us or telling us to leave, I probably will go for the boys' sake. I mean, I do anything for these boys, my dogs. They are my kids, and they are the most important thing to me. So with that being said, because of all the damage and just horrible things that have happened here in Florida and in the Carolinas and certain parts of the East Coast, Kennel Quilts has been sending me messages daily, email daily, with various locations, not only here in Florida but through the Carolinas as well, that are looking for kennel quilts. Please, please, please take a moment, go to kennelquilts.com and maybe you can find a rescue group or humane society that is in need of kennel quilts that's in your area, and maybe you can knock off some kennel quilts to help these poor animals. They don't deserve what they got, just like the people that were killed didn't deserve what they got. Well, maybe if they didn't evacuate when they were told to, maybe I shouldn't say it that way, but I didn't mean that the way it sounded. But anyways, please help the homeless dogs, cats, and animals. When I came back from my evacuation and I had to deal with the aftermath of Hurricane Helene, I decided to go through my jelly rolls, and I picked out some autumn colors, and I started making another strip quilt. Here's one of the blocks. These are all autumn colors. There's greens and oranges and golds and maroons and browns. I don't know if you can see that. And I'm not doing this on batting and the backing. I'm doing this on parchment paper. Yes, 10-inch squares of parchment paper. Now, I haven't decided if I'm going to do this at Quilt As You Go yet, but I just wanted to try something a little bit different, and I've seen this technique used, and I'm like, okay, well, I had parchment paper, and I said, I'm going to try it. So I cut 10-inch squares of parchment paper and just started putting my strips on. Here's another one. And another. I think I have about 25 of these completed so far. These were two jelly rolls of earth tone and fall colors. One I did have the label for, was called Celebrate Fall by Robert Kaufman. The other fall color, I don't remember the name of it. It was one that I had opened because I needed a specific color out of it. But anyways, I'm also using a very neutral off-white color. Let me show you one of the blocks that I'm making for that. I'm hoping to use these as borders if I can find them. I don't know what I did with them. They have to be here somewhere. They have to be here somewhere. I mean, as you can probably guess, everything is still... Oh, here they are. I think this is them. Yep. Everything is still kind of jumbled up. I just needed to work on something after the storm. These are the neutrals, and I don't remember the name of that jelly roll. But my thought is to put the quilt together with these, and then on the outside use the neutral, very light neutral colors. That was my thought. We'll see when I get all the blocks made, and but I needed something to take my mind off of all the damage and the carnage, and oh, it's just horrible. I'm sure if you live in the States, you saw some of the news clips of what things look like after the storm. Also, behind me, I finished piecing the baby quilt that I'm working on. I got the piano key borders on it. I don't know if you can see it. It is done. I don't know I really don't know the exact measurements, but I think it's about 45 by 55, something along those lines. So all I have to do now is get my batting for it and the backing and try to quilt it. I was going to send it out to have it professionally quilted, but I don't think it would be done in enough time for the baby's arrival. Alright, so I have to put the camera on pause here because I see my battery is just about to die, and I will be right back. Hold the fort! Hello, and I'm back. Sorry about that. I thought my battery was fully charged when I started this video, but apparently it wasn't. So again, I have the baby quilt behind me that I was talking about. I'll show more pictures of it when it's actually fully complete. I only put the piano keyboarder on the top and the bottom because it was already getting quite large the way it was. So it's just on the top and the bottom. Again, please, I hate to harp on this, but please go to kennelquilts.com and see if there might be an animal rescue group or a shelter or humane society that's in your area that might be in need of some kennel quilts. And if you're not in an area that needs it, well, hey, heck, make a couple and send them down here to Florida. There's numerous places down here. I get emails daily. The one that I got this morning was the Humane Society of Sarasota County in Sarasota, Florida. They're in need of them. The email that I got yesterday, let's see if I can pull that up. Oh, let's see, here it is. This is not in Florida, this one's in North Carolina. Asheville Humane Society in Asheville, North Carolina. They're in need of kennel quilts, so please, please, please help these poor animals. Here's another email that I got just a couple of days ago. Another one, the Cat Depot in Sarasota, Florida. The SPCA in Florida, in Lakeland, Florida. And the Sewanee Valley Humane Society up in Madison, Florida, which is really close to what got battered the worst by Hurricane Helene, is in need of some kennel quilts as well. So my suggestion is go to kennelquilts.com. I think they have, or I'm pretty sure they have an updated listing of shelters and humane societies and rescue groups that are in desperate need for some of these quilts. And fix them up, but do pay attention to what they are requesting. I actually had a lady from my quilt guild. She made 2 kennel quilts, but she used fleece for them, and apparently Kennel Quilts does not want the use of fleece. They want 100% cotton, no bindings, small stitches, no embellishments, and a size of 12 by 18, I think it was. So please think about helping them out. I know there's so many other charities that so many people like to help, like Dress a Girl, and oh, my brain is dead. I'm still kind of stressed. I was doing pretty good the last couple of days until this morning when I turned the TV on and saw the updated forecast for this newest storm that's heading our way, and it's supposed to be named Milton. Oh boy, what a name, Milton. So I can't think of too much else that's going on. Just trying to stay sane. I mean, this is just 2 weeks ago we get a hurricane that comes through, and now we got another one coming through within 2 weeks. It's just so mentally taxing, physically taxing. I still haven't cleaned up the yard, the damage from this last storm. And I was actually instructed when I called the insurance company, just clean it up enough to keep it safe for myself and the boys. And that's basically all I did, was just clean up what I could do to keep it safe. So I want you all to have a blessed day. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay creative, and please help the homeless dogs, cats, and animals in this world by supporting your local humane society or rescue group. And to all of those creators and followers and friends that have had to experience Hurricane Helene, my heart goes out to you. I feel so bad for all of you who lost basically everything you own. I'm very fortunate, I'm very blessed that I still have my roof above me. Even though it might leak a little bit, I still have it above me. The boys are safe, I'm safe, and that's all that matters. So give the video a thumbs up, please, and consider joining the Caveman Club. The link will be below. Also, I posted an Amazon wish list for a few things that I could use to help repair the home here. Some things, some quilting notions and fabrics that maybe you might consider purchasing and have it sent to me. Also some dog treats for the boys here. I mean, it's not a mandatory thing. I'm just asking if you're feeling like you'd like to help out just a little bit. Alright, I'm going to say so long for now, and I will see you again. I don't know when. It might be tomorrow, you never know. It might be next week. I can't say when. It's just everything is so up in the air right now with this next storm coming our way. So I will see you soon. Bye bye for now. I am gone. Whoosh.